Tommy, I just got your text, man. What the hell you got yourself into? The Serbs? Look, man, I'm still on the way to Chicago right now. It's raining cats and dogs right now. A storm's coming. All right, I'm still on the way, though. Hey. You tell Liliana about me? You know I love the Latinas, man. That photo you sent last week? Oh, man, I saw it, bro. She's so thick. What about my wife? Look, man, she got this new job at the DEA. She's in New York right now hunting down some young black Thundercat. Yeah, tell her about me, man. All right, man, I'm coming to help you out. I'm almost there. One. Y'all know nothing about this right here. Nothing like listening to Phil Collins on a rainy night. A storm's coming. Episode 4 is heating up. Things are not quite boiling yet, but they're heating up. Jenard has a scheme for Diamond. He's getting ready to make his play for the CBI throne, but what does he have cooking up? I wonder. Also, Claudia's out here making moves. She's finally getting that drug out. While I'm on the flins, Vic, boy, I got to drape you in gold tonight. MVP of the night, G move of the night, and pimp move of the night. He told Tommy, I know you fucking my girl. But also, what else we got here on the docket? Liliana, past finally caught up with you. We finally know who packs those belong to, and it's not Crystal Ball. It belongs to those damn Serbians. Now I gotta go up here and help Tommy out in Chicago. That's where I'm going right now. I'm trying my best to get there. But also, my guy Tommy is finally making a play for the pipeline of Chicago, but he has to go through those Serbians. And he made a big first step tonight by taking out an OG Power Cast member, Tatiana. So he caught him a major body tonight. But we're going to talk about that, all that and more on your Power Book 4 review tonight. So come check in with your boy. Just don't go to Gloria's bar. We can't go to that bar no more. Tommy told me we can't go over there. But anyway, check in and pull up on me. Y'all know what to do. Pull up on me! What's going on, guys? Back here again with your Power Book 4 Force review for episode 4. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's intro. I don't know how I pulled that rabbit out my hat. I don't have my green screen. And I made a makeshift blue screen, which y'all will see in the behind the scenes footage, which I'm gonna post at the end of this video. So it'll be timestamped if y'all wanna go to that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments. But I try to step it up every week for y'all because I challenged myself to come with y'all with these intros every week. And I've kind of put myself in a corner because I got to come up with something every week now. So I enjoy the challenge, but one of these weeks I might draw a blank. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode. So before I get into anything, let's just talk about my overall feelings about Force so far, as we're heading into episode 5 now, which we're pretty much mid-season. I don't know if they're going to run a mid-season finale or something like that. I don't know if they're taking any breaks. I hope not. We already had like a 3-week break with Power 2. I'm like, God, I can't do another break again. Let's run through this shit and get it over with. But anyway, so overall, I mean, it's been good. And there's been character development. You know, understand there's time for that. You know, there's stories. You know, you got Jenard and the CBI. You got Tommy with the Serbians now and trying to take over Chicago. Liliana, can you trust her? There are some good storylines going on, but at the same time, I'm not leaving these episodes feeling, I guess, fulfilled or, you know, salivating for the next episode. Even as, you know, many problems as Power Book 2 had, I feel like for the majority of the time, each episode left me wanting more. Definitely when Tariq went to jail. Um, and the whole Zeke, the Mecca situation, all that stuff like that. There were many things that the Diana scene, right? Um, Many things that left you wanting more in the next episode, regardless of the goofy shit that went on sometimes in Power Book 2. I just haven't felt it yet with Power Book 4. Even though the series is good, but it's just not there yet. It's not, and it's getting a little bit late into this season now. We're going to episode 5, so I'll just throw that warning out there. So I'm not saying it's bad. Let me not say that for you super Force fans out there. It's not bad. It's just it's missing that it's missing that that spice. You know what I'm saying? Ain't put the grease ain't popping in the skillet yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like is going on with Force right now, but I just had to put that out there. But like I said, it's a slow burn, gradually building, but we got it's 10 episodes. I can see if it was 20 episodes. You got some room to build and develop, but we don't have that in 10 episodes. So we have the exact opposite of what Power Book 2. Power Book 2 was going too goddamn fast. Power Book 4 is going too goddamn slow. So I just wanted to put that out there. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But let's go ahead and get into this review. First off, I'm going to start off with Jenard and this plot to take over the CBI. He was in his feelings this episode, talking to Elijah in the barbershop about how, he's been running the game for 15 years while his brother was in jail. He dropped out of school. So, even though, I ain't really rocking with Jenard like that, I was like, dang, I can kind of see his point. But yeah, I still don't think he will be successful, but he's I guess he's supposed to be gathering up some young soldiers. I still don't know the full extent of his plan. It hasn't been revealed yet, but he's starting to make his move for the CBI throne. So we still got that going on. Like I said, this is one of the more intriguing storylines to me, so I really want to see where this goes. So next topic, let's go ahead and go into Claudia, and she's starting to get on the move here as far as moving her products. She met this guy named Reggie, I guess, who's kind of like a family friend, sort of, I guess, but they seem to have a tight-knit relationship. So he pays her some money, so she's getting some for it, so she's moving now. But she also has a problem as far as getting somebody to cook it for her. So she gets Mai gets the original chemist, whoever made the drug or whatnot, and they pretty much blackmail her in order for her to become their cook. But at first I thought, because Liliana was following her, I thought maybe she would like find out Liliana was I guess following her, and then maybe they have this conversation about her cooking for her. So I could possibly see that happening. But I guess since she has the original person that made it, I don't know if they're going to go that route or not, but that's what I was thinking at first. All right, so I'm going to get into Tommy's plan to take out / do business with the Yardies, I guess. And he's meeting up with Diamond and Vic in this episode as well. But before this, he's also talking to Liliana about the plan. She doesn't like it, but he also mentions to her that about doing business with Claudia. So we still have that hanging on out there. And I think Tommy's going to eventually do something with her. It looked like they might connect on the next episode if you watch the preview. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, Vic, Tommy, and Diamond get up together. We had a funny scene between them sitting down at the coffee table or whatnot. And there was also a funny exchange between Tommy and I guess the shop owners or whatever. And he asked for a coffee, and there was like, do you think the Starbucks or something? But anyway, it's hard to remember all the lines, so I'm not even going to try to recite it. But it was a funny scene to me. But anyway, so they're talking about doing business with the Yardies. Vic is going behind Walter's back, which he finds this out later in the episode. And there's more tension between father and son. If I had the choice on who should take out Walter, I think it should be Vic. I want to see Vic do it. But we don't know where that's going right now, or even if they're going to take him out in season 1. They meet up with the Yardies, and then Diamond gets this call from Elijah warning that the police were on the way on the scanners. So my question is, who tipped them off? At first, I thought maybe it was Jenard, but I'm not sure. But that's the question going on here. We really didn't get that. Who tipped off the police in the first place? Anyway, we get that. And then since I'm going into the police, let's talk about Seamus real quick. And Vic and Seamus meet up, and we find a little bit as far his motivation of why he's doing business with Vic anyway, and the Flynn family, protecting him anyway. He has a sister that I guess is sick or something like that. And I'm guessing, regular police work is not paying the bills. So I'm guessing that's what's going on right there. So that's his motivation on why he's, being a dirty cop. But also we got some daddy and son issues going on. JP is not the only one with problems with his son. Paulie also has a son as well who is homeless. So we're introduced to him. Other than that, we don't know much else beyond, he's homeless and he's probably addicted to some type of drug, crack, I don't know. But I find it kind of ironic that Paulie works for a drug kingpin and his son is on drugs. So that's kind of weird. But also JP having some more issues with his son, who he doesn't know who he is yet. He was face to face with him in this episode and he still didn't recognize him. And but D-Mac knows who he is. So him and this other guy was about to run down on the bar. The other guy wanted to rob it for money, and then D-Mac's like, nah, we just gonna shoot up the place, send a message. And old boy came out with that bat looking like Sting with the bat. So wrestling reference if y'all don't know. But anyway, yeah, so that's all we get from there. And then there was a meeting with JP. We saw JP's father, and he was talking, I guess, trying to get a feel of Tommy to see what kind of character he is or whatnot. But other than that, I didn't really get much from that scene. Next topic I got here: Vic, Tommy, and Gloria. So is it over with for this love triangle we have here? Vic finally came up to Tommy and said, hey, I know you fucking my girl. And Tom was like, okay, you want to watch? So I give pimp move of the night to Vic, because he just took it cool. He ain't been bullshitting about it. And, he just keeping it player, you know what I'm saying? And keeping business first. So I got to give pimp move of the night to Vic. But yeah, Vic is slowly becoming a favorite of mine. But yeah, so Vic talks to Tom about that. Gloria sees it, out the window. And so she knows, something's going on. And then Tommy confronts her about it. And he's like, hey, I can't see you no more. I got to find a new bar to go to. So anyway, we don't know what's going to happen with that. But Tommy keeping business first and keeping it pushing. And now she's kind of in her feelings about that. But I think she will get with Vic. It'll be, a bumpy road getting to there, as far as, the whole Walter not wanting her in the family. So we'll see where that goes. But I do think they'll eventually get together. But Tommy was just a temporary thing. Tommy ain't ready for no relationship, man. All right, so let's talk about Liliana and these drugs here. Where did she get it from? We finally find out that she gets it from the Serbians. No, she did not get it from Cristobal. Sorry for Cristobal fans. You're not getting them tonight. But anyway, so they jam her up a little bit, and she has the scar on her face, right? She was about to become Cigar Eye if she didn't tell them what them drugs was, but she wound it up, telling them. And then they wanted her to call Tommy up to meet with them, so I guess they could ambush him or whatever. And of course, her being intelligent, she texts Tommy to bring Ghost, and he most definitely brought Ghost. But so Tommy caught another body in this episode, so I was pleased with that. And then we find out through a phone conversation that a woman had sent the Serbians out on that hit. And then we find out it's Tatiana, a character I barely really remember. Like I said, I haven't seen season 1 in a while, y'all. So some of these characters that come up, I was just like, I don't remember you. Okay, so this brings me to tonight's main event. Tommy's plan to take over the Serbian pipeline in Chicago, and all roads lead to the Serbian boss, Radovan Markovic. I hope I'm saying that name right. But first he has to go through Tatiana, who he meets later in the episode. But before I get to this, he explains this plan of wanting to take over this pipeline to Diamond, and Diamond ain't with it. So that shows you, how much trouble Tommy is probably about to get into. Even Diamond don't want to mess with these folks. But I do feel like some way, somehow he's going to get involved anyway. But anyway, at the meet with Tatiana, Tommy brings a bag of Coke to make good on whatever she lost as far as Liliana's concerned. But she still says, the streets need a body, right? But Tommy ain't with it. So this leads to a standstill, and it looks like she's probably going to take Tommy out. But of course, my boy Vic came in with the 2 headshots. So G move of the night goes to Vic. So I was like, that's what's up. But yeah, definitely Vic is becoming a favorite of mine. And but other than that, that's where the episode ended off. And Tommy now has a huge mountain to climb as far as taking over the Serbian pipeline. Not to mention, you still have Walter that's on his ass, because he warned him later in the episode, early in the episode, that he doesn't want Vic to be involved with him. So this is going to cause tension between him and Walter. So you got Walter on the side here, then you got the Serbians. So yeah, it's going to be looking like a tough task for Tommy, but I think he can handle it. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's review. Drop your comments down below. What did you think? But yeah, that's going to be it. So hopefully episode 5, this pot is heating up, but it's not boiling yet. Hopefully, things pop off at episode 5 and I can get a good cliffhanger that leaves me wanting more. But as of right now, it's doing good. It's building up, but let's get to the point. Let's get to the point. We only got 10 episodes. Let's not wait till episode 9 to finally do something. But anyway, y'all, that's going to be it for me tonight. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video if you did enjoy this vid tonight. What she said. But anyway, guys, I am out of here. I will see y'all next time.